What is going on, guys? Gregos TV. This is Ask Me Anything. I put a post on my community page on YouTube. You guys dropped me a bunch of questions, a lot of questions. I'm gonna choose the top 10 questions today, and then over the next week or so, I'll add the rest of those questions into other videos. So let's jump right into these questions. First one comes from Eric Rosen. I've ordered the Note 10 Plus. With the gaming features this phone will have, what Android controller would you recommend? I have never before considered buying one. I think the Note 10 Plus will bring more interest in mobile gaming. Samsung should have their own controller. I agree, they should have their own controller, but I don't believe they do from what I can remember. But I do have this one, and it is pretty cool. It's called the SteelSeries Stratus Duo. And what's cool about it is that this is what it looks like when it's all put together. So basically, this is the controller, kind of like an Xbox type controller, and then you put your phone in here, and you game up, and it's Bluetooth, and it's wireless obviously when you play the games, but the phone sits in here and you have complete control with the gaming controller. So it's awesome like that. I'll link it down below if you want to pick this one up. This one has good reviews as well, so I would recommend this one. Next question comes from Alejandro Sandoval. What's something feature that would make you switch to the new Pixel? I don't know, it's tough because now at this point I'm so used to some of the cool customization features that Samsung has, like built into the software. I like just the overall, it's just, I mean, you can customize almost any Android phone to your liking. It's just that some of the easy things that are built into the, like, I know I'm not giving you specifics here, go into like the settings on your, like my Galaxy phone, like for instance, the advanced features, there's a bunch of stuff in there with Bixby routines and Bixby key that you can customize and change. Smart pop-up view with windows and reducing animations and smart captures and game launchers and video enhancers. But to answer your question, that would be one thing. But ultimately, one of the reasons that I have a tough time like using the Pixel as my main phone now is the screen. The display just isn't really what it should be, I feel like. And I'm hoping that it is with this new phone, the Pixel 4. It needs to be brighter. The last few phones are so dim, it's ridiculous. Really, really dim phones. And then the other part of it, I just want them to quality-wise to be on par with a Galaxy phone. Galaxy phones are amazing displays, and that would probably be my answer. Jesse Konopka, what was your dream job as a child? Now, it was probably twofold. So when I was a kid, like in elementary school, it was to be a basketball player. I wanted desperately to be a basketball player. I loved basketball. I played basketball all the time with my friends. I was into the NBA and college basketball. And then when I got older, a little bit older, like puberty, like teenagehood, I got so into music and playing guitar and all that. So I wanted to be a musician at that point. And then, I don't know, I didn't really want to, there's nothing I really wanted to be at that point. I just wanted to go be a musician, so I started writing my own songs. We had a band even into my 20s and into my 30s. I was in a band, and then so yeah, say a basketball player or a musician, like in a rock band at one point. So Chris DeLeon's got a few questions. Does the Note 10 Plus still have dual play to play music on two different Bluetooth devices? I don't know for sure, but I would assume it would. I'd be shocked if they took that out. And what he means is, like, when you go into the settings, can you connect two Bluetooth devices, audio to the phone? You should be able to. I don't see why they would take that away because it's Bluetooth 5.0 still. Could you show a close-up of where the air speaker is? I don't know how well we're supposed to hear during the phone calls. I'll see if I can find a screenshot of that. I don't have the phone right now, so I can't really obviously show you that. Your third question, on my Note 9, the AR emojis suck. Did they improve that to work as good as the S10, S10 Plus, or perhaps make it better than the S10, S10 Plus? Again, I didn't really try it out on the Note 10, Note 10 Plus, and I don't have the phone. I don't know. So I wouldn't use it anyway, to be honest with you. AR emojis is kind of lame, I think. Yeah, so I don't know how much they improved it. Carlo Paris, why is the Note 10 Plus 512 gigabyte edition only in black? If I wanted an international version, I could get it in any color, but I don't want to lose Samsung Pay or Wi-Fi calling. Thanks, Greg. As for why it's only in black, I would assume they don't think it's going to sell that well, and they probably think most people are just going to buy the 256. So instead of having all these variations of the phone in colors, and at 512, which most people probably won't buy, they probably said, you know what, black's probably going to be the most popular color. Let's make a buttload of those and sell those and not worry about the other colors. And I kind of think it's a good idea, because if you look at the phones that are selling out on Samsung's website, it's almost always the 256. It's not the 512. Aman Shak, I think so. Will we get the Galaxy Watch Active 2 after pre-order of Note 10 Plus with the same discount as Galaxy Active 1? I don't know how to answer that. I guess. I don't know what, I obviously don't know what they're gonna do for deals on that, so I don't know. I guess I don't have an answer to your question, sorry. David Crepin says, hi, what's on top of Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus IR blaster? It's not an IR blaster, it's a microphone. He's talking about there's like a little thing at the top. I'll show a screenshot if I can find it. It's a microphone. That's what I was told at the event, and that's what other people are reporting as well. My light just died out, so that's why it's a little bit darker right now, but whatever, we'll deal with it. Anyways, Duke is asking, who would you love to meet? Musician, actor, or fellow YouTuber? Anyone? So it's not a YouTuber I'm dying to meet. I've met most of them that I wanted to meet, and I don't know, at this point, I mean, it's cool to meet people just to say hi to them, but there's no one like I'm like, oh, I gotta meet him. It'd be cool to meet, I guess, Casey Neistat. As for actors, not really big into actors. Musicians, not really big into any musicians I'm dying to meet as well. I would probably say, because I love wrestling, I would love to meet Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I would also love to meet Vince McMahon, because he's like the god of wrestling. So those are two people I probably would love to meet. Oh, and the reason I'm not turning my light on or getting new batteries, because all my batteries are dead for the light above my camera. Wesley Lynette, what's the story behind the Hawaiian shirt? He's talking about that because when I asked my question, I had a Hawaiian shirt on at the event. I don't know, I was shopping for some shirts. I wanted some floral looking shirts. I purchased it. I like it a lot. It's from Hollister. Buy it now, fellas. And the last question, this is the 10th question, comes from also Wesley Lynette. He asks, what was your most profitable month, and with which phone were you reviewing? So he's talking about, what's the most money I ever made on YouTube, like month-wise or whatever. I would say that it's usually in December, November or December. That's usually the most profitable months. I couldn't tell you exactly. So at that point, it's not a specific phone, but at this point, the most profitable phones to cover, I can tell you that much, is always iPhone and Galaxy phones. If you're into that stuff, because they usually have the highest ad rates because they're the most popular phones. If you think about which phone everyone has, it's usually an iPhone or a Galaxy phone, at least here in America, and that's my general stuff I cover is stuff here held in America. So yeah, but as for phones, like which phone really blew it away, I would say I probably got the most growth, not money-wise, but most growth from the Note 7. I know a lot of people came over when I started covering that massive mess of a phone. As for, again, I don't keep track of it enough to see which exact phone made me the most money. It would be a Galaxy phone. I'd put my money on it though, that earned me the most money for that month. Thanks for watching, guys. That was your questions. Let me know down below if there's questions that I answered that you want to add on to. Put that stuff in the comments, and I'll do this again in the future. Again, like I said, some of the questions that were asked on there I will answer in a future video as well. Thanks for watching. See you down the road. Peace.